So I would still travel anywhere because I just think if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You're not in control of it. So I wouldn't travel somewhere just because of terrorism.
It hasn't influenced my decision on whether to go on a plane or not, but it's influenced my decision on what countries to go to, like Egypt. I probably wouldn't go to Egypt because everything you hear about it in the media, like I just wouldn't want to go there with all the conflict that's going on. I think the media influences massively on how we feel about terrorism because that's all you hear about in the media.
Yes and no. I mean, I wouldn't go to certain countries like Turkey, Egypt, all those areas because they're really close to Syria and it's just this war out there. No one would go there in the right mind. But I would still probably travel to other places because it's going to happen. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen to anyone or anywhere. It happens in our own countries. I don't want that to stop my life. I want to still travel to different places, different cultures, experience all of that. So no, not really.
It doesn't affect where I travel because, as we've seen this year, terrorism can happen in our own country.
It does, because I wouldn't book to go on holiday in Turkey or Egypt or Paris, just with everything that's happened there and the media coverage. Even London I'd be cautious about going to, and that's in the UK. But then I think if it was to happen, it could happen to anybody and it could happen anywhere. But it's still, yeah, it does make me think twice about where I'd book to go on holiday.
I definitely think that the media on terrorism has impacted me in terms of where I would go on holiday. I probably wouldn't go on holiday to places like Turkey or to Egypt, or places where the media has shown there to be more than one terrorist attack happen. This is because I would be constantly worried and be thinking, what if something happens whilst I'm here? And I feel like that would then impact on my holiday and I wouldn't enjoy going on holiday to places like that. In terms of the UK, if I wanted to go somewhere, I probably would still go. So for example, if I wanted to go to London, I would definitely still go to London. But I have noticed that if I'm in a big crowd of people or in a really busy place, I do then tend to think, what would I do now if a terrorist attack happened here? And I never used to think that before, but recently I have been thinking it. So I don't feel like the media has influenced me not to go out in the UK, but I definitely think it has influenced me in terms of the countries that I would visit abroad.
I would say abroad would probably make me more deterred to travel there. Probably partly just because it's like a bit more alien to me, that if I've not been there before. For example, like stuff's happened in Turkey or Egypt and there's been like warfare and stuff like that, that might deter me a little more, just because it's like an alien country and I don't actually live there, so the news coverage and stuff like that I wouldn't be as aware of as here. Or like even just like these cities or places around, like them places I wouldn't have ever been to before. So it's like stepping into more of a, I guess, potentially dangerous place in your head. But yeah, I'd say it wouldn't affect me as much in England from travelling places as opposed to abroad.
Terrorism doesn't impact where I travel to because I live by the motto, if you're going to die, you're going to die one day, and it shouldn't influence where you travel to. Also, we shouldn't live in a world of fear and shouldn't let the terrorists win, so you've got to live life, enjoy every day by the minute, and don't let others affect you and where you go to.
I would say that it has actually affected where I've travelled to in the past, because I booked a holiday to Turkey once and I had to cancel it last minute because there was a terrorist attack at the airport, so I did lose my deposit for that holiday.